Hello, my name is Abe, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Spellrogue demo. This is another game that I saw that had a demo on Steam that has another of those dice. Is it a deck builder? It's not really a deck builder, is it? No, it is a deck builder. Okay, it's like a dice deck builder synergy, kind of like what we had with Estrella. Let's see what Spellrogue does differently. I don't know a lot about this game, but it does look like maybe a synergy between Dicey Dungeons and deck building as opposed to Estrella, which was dice manipulation on the current turn, assigning the dice to be like attack or defensive dice. It's more like we have abilities, we roll dice, the dice will activate those abilities that we have. Kind of like in Dicey Dungeons where you have equipment and your dice activates that equipment. We're going to be playing as the only character we can play as. To you too, my friend. Lapis controls the ebb and flow of the spell tides and direct its surges. So we have this is Dicey Dungeons basically. Aqua Fortis, we can gain X block for 1 to 4 dice. Fluctuate can take any dice and re-rolls it. Ice Spear with a 3 to 6 does damage. So low rolls into block, high rolls into damage. Seems perfectly natural. Let's do it. Begin. This game, by the way, is currently not in early access, but it is not yet released. It is still in development to be released, quote unquote, soon TM. Coral Crown. Turn 1, gain 1 concoction. The next spell does not cost charges. Ocean's Oath. Roll 10 dice, gain 2 block. Tidal Talisman, turn 1, roll a dice. What does this mean? I don't, are these perks we can take? Do we gotta pick one? Every 10 dice, let's gain 2 block. Yes, okay, we have a thing. Normal map scaling that we would see from these games, the same number of nodes no matter what path you take. There are battles, elite battles, unguarded impact crater. Not entirely certain what that is all about. There was no like introductory cutscene either, so as far as the story or plot goes, I have no idea. So we will see. Oh my god, look, I'm gonna read that when we get there. Lots of combat to start with. Why don't we start by going left and we can maybe hit up Sanctuary. Nice slide, my friend. I like the little hexagonal grid, but I don't think it actually matters. It's not like a hexagonal game. Casting spells, the dice are rolled at the start of each turn. Click to pick up the dice, drop them into a spell. Spells typically require you to also select a target. Spell is cast, repeat until out of dice, or click end of turn. Maybe we don't have to use all the dice. This does damage, requires a 3 or a 6, has charges per turn, so the Ice Spear, for instance, can be used multiple times. Interesting, so Fluctuate, we can re-roll 3 times. We're the warrior. We are the warrior from Dicey Dungeons. And here's what I'm gonna do. I spear you. I spear you. You're not doing anything. We can no longer attack because we've used the charges of the Ice Spear. But I wanna see if maybe we can get block and then have block for the next turn. We get 3 dice per turn. And I guess we could have re-rolled maybe to try to activate this Ocean's Oath for block, but no reason to. We end our turn, he gets block, our block gets released, and it's time for the next turn. You're gonna do 4 damage, I tell you what. Well, okay, do 6. Oh, right, we can't kill him. Okay, in that case, just block. We're taking no damage. I gotta say, already I'm impressed with the overall UI. Like, it's very clear what's happening, and it's very clear, like, when you drag a dice, that you can drag it into the enemy and actually, you know, have it do damage to them. That's all very nice. You can just kill them, in fact. It does seem a little bit underdeveloped, but the game is still in development, so hopefully when this game actually gets released, there'll be a little bit more, like, intricate UI and a little bit more happening. Show map. Do we get only one of these? I think maybe we only get one of these. Please do not make the text wiggle. That I will say, really should not happen. Please do not wiggle. We can buy gold. Cloudburst Nectar. Gain 1 Hailstorm. Gain 1 Ice Fury when rolling dice. Increases a damage on the next attack. I have no idea what this is, but we'll get it. Oh, we can take it all. I don't know what that is. Like, stuff like that. Like, I don't understand what this is. I don't understand what the passive was that we selected at the beginning of combat. The cards are easy enough to understand. They're cards. Gain block and 4 Ice Fury. That'll allow you to do more damage with an attack. Grasp Flow. Gain block, roll an odd dice. It really is Dicey Dungeons. Inundate. Deal 7 damage, gain 1 Foresight. Next turn, roll 1 more dice. I mean, that seems really good, but I got to acknowledge that big block, and then also it buffs your own damage, also seems pretty decent. Why don't we go for that Frozen Shield? Or reroll for 20 coins? Nah, we'll take a Frozen Shield. Now, oh, we can just in and out. Perfect. I was just going to ask what our inventory capacity was. We can actually just add or remove as necessary. What is a shard? Drag and drop shards onto spells to upgrade or onto a lock slot to gain an additional item slot. Perfect. One thing that I would also like is when you re-roll dice, make it a little bit faster. Because when I drag a dice here to re-roll it and fluctuate, you've got to go through the animation of slinging the dice. Maybe just make it, pop, maybe it pop a little bit more. We're currently taking 9 damage. We need to re-roll. This is actually pretty good. We can 5, 6, 7. If I can re-roll a 3 or higher, we can take no damage by gaining block from Frozen Shield. Ice Fury means that we do more damage, and I can kill Mr. Mushroom. We take no damage. My dude is going to sap us. Reduce block gain from spells for 1 turn. It says reduce block. I assume it reduces block only by 1. But dude, that Frozen Shield is still good enough. We're looking for a better roll. I'll take a 4. What is 2? Oh, turn number. Gotcha. So now we're only going to gain 5 block, but can we kill him? The answer is yes. Victory. Gold dice. Okay, take it. Take it. Gain block on 6, re-roll your dice. It's actually pretty good. Apply poison. So it's poison. If target is attacking, apply weak. Reduces attack damage for a turn. It's actually not bad. Remove all poison, deal damage for each removed poison. It's corpse explosion. No, poison detonation, which is, again, exactly what it is in Dicey Dungeons. What would we like? I mean, on 6, re-rolling a dice, getting 3 block for free, and then putting that 6 back in the re-roller to re-roll even more dice, it's free block in a lot of situations. That's not bad. 6 is a very high roll for damage, though. But this takes a 5 and a 6 to apply poison and apply weak. It's kind of a block. Let's take it because it is an attack, but also it's green. And I'm thinking green might mean, yeah, higher rarity. We don't need to build poison deck. Deal damage to all enemies equal to total value of unused dice. Stop wiggling. Oh, you know what? This is it's like a potion. It's a consumable item is what that is. I understand. It took a minute, but I understand now. Debuffing random spell with snare. Receive 1 mark and remove snare when used. So he will snare one of my spells, and if I use the spell, I'll take vulnerability damage. Gaining power. So he's buffing. Yeah, this middle mushroom is not actually attacking, middle mushroom is buffing. So if ideal, we could just kill a mushroom boy. What we're going to do first, though, is reroll the 1, because it sucks. We got a 6, beautiful. So, can we get maybe a 4 or higher? Well, actually, you're not attacking, you're blocking. We should try to kill one of the mushroom men then, and we definitely can kill a mushroom men. We can 6 you, 3 you, and then I'm curious if we can prepare Frozen Shield, but why not see if we can reroll a 5 or a 6 and get poison? There you go. It'll do 3 damage and then 2 damage and then 1 damage, unless we apply more poison. So our reroll has been snared. We'll take 50% more damage if we use it. Apply 4 fungus armor. Gain block the next time you receive attack damage, block damage until the start of next turn. So he's gonna buff and we're taking 4. We could just block for 4. Why not just do that? Block, block. Take no damage. We had a lot of block in that turn. Oh, because we gain 2 free block from our little passive perk there. So he's currently dead. You're gonna gain a little bit of block yourself. Honestly, I don't care. This also allows me to test whether or not Frozen Shield will remain half charged next turn. I didn't realize he was attacking. I'm just gonna be straight up. Completely forgot about that. Should have gained some block, my bad. Deal 9 damage, gain 3 block. Deal damage, apply 1 poison for an odd dice. Or for a 5, gain block, deal poison to a random enemy. So by the way, this star 5 star, it's a countdown or a counter. You have to put 5 or higher from multiple dice to activate it. This just requires an odd, and then some of the other abilities we have just require 1 through 4s, or fluctuate as any dice. Deal 9 damage, gain 3 block. It's a lot of damage, but we have something that can do damage on 9s. It's the Ice Spear. Twisted Geyser, odd, do damage, apply 1 poison. It's not bad. And we have a big value block card with the ice block or whatever the heck it is. I think we'll go for the poison. I like poison in these video games. Video games! But I need to unlock another item slot to actually use it, I think. So let's just hold on to that spell for now. Impact Crater. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a shard. Upgrade a spell or unlock a slot. So we can make this have more poison or more weak. We can have this have more uses and more Ice Fury or gain a lot more block. Wow. And this can do double damage or apply way more poison. Dude, these are really good upgrades. And the basic cards cannot be upgraded, I'm noticing. We can also get another item slot, but why not just get rid of your basic cards like Ice Spear? Replace that with the freaking Twisted Geyser, all of a sudden it's doing a lot more damage or applying a lot more poison. Requires an odd, but the high value dice can go into Contamination or Frozen Shield. We can get rid of the high value dice from Ice Spear. And then keep that as just a base block. I also like Frozen Shield because it does get a ton of block. 10 block for 8. Actually, Ice Fury into double damage from Twisted Geyser also seems incredible. Let's do that. That seems great. I hope we can actually upgrade the other side of it as well. It looks like you can, because it has 2 upgrade tokens on it underneath the little image in the very center. I don't know what the circle is on the left, though. That's interesting. Starter spells have no upgrades. It can be upgraded with that or with that. Left side upgrade or right side upgrade. No, you can only upgrade one side, not the other. That's still okay, because with the Ice Fury, that's a pretty good combo, I think. Okay, Elite Battle. Let's do it. We're gonna gain 2 block on turn 1. It's a big mushroom man with 65 HP. Well, thankfully we have poison. Deal damage to all enemies equal to total value of unused dice. Gain a hailstorm. Gain an Ice Fury when rolling dice this turn. Okay, so here's my thinking. Let's use this. Glop. We got a new dice. Then we can re-roll the 1. This is actually like perfect. We can Frozen Shield with the 2 4s. Gain Ice Fury. Then we can do 2 times X plus 6 damage. I'm curious how this actually gets calculated. 16 damage, apply 1 poison. Hit him with even more poison. He's weak for 2 turns. It says -2 damage. I assume it's like -25%, but maybe weakness is just -2. And then he's gonna get poisoned for lots of turns. We've got a deck. 2. Gain 2 power. Power increases damage on attacks. I wonder if power is permanent or if power is temporary. Either way, we want to apply a lot of poison. So, poison. Let's reroll the 1. 3s accept, well, no, because we need to get we want to get a 5 or a 6 for this. So let's reroll the 4. Reroll the 3. We got a 5, so we can poison him again, and we can poison him again. Why did he lose weakness? Ah, weakness, unlike Slay the Spire, weakness does not reduce damage by a set amount. Let me rephrase. It doesn't reduce it by a percentage, it reduces it by a set amount. So instead of reducing damage by 25%, 2 weakness means -2 damage. I understand. I doubt we're gonna be able to poison him, but we can put up a decent amount of block. We already have 2 block. So, I mean, actually, I really like this turn already. We just need to have like a 2. Yeah, that'll do it. Block. Block. Weaken him. This should make him do 8 damage. And then we get to learn about power as well. And about Ice Fury. Let's see if maybe we get to hold this and we can use it on a Twisted Geyser later. No, so power is permanent, but we still have Twisted Geyser bonus damage applicable. I do need more dice though. That'll work. Okay, so the 6 and the 2 will be Frozen Shield. We need maybe 1 more high roll. That's a high roll. So 6 and 2. And we'll contaminate you. And basically, I'm just holding the Ice Fury for the double damage from Twisted Geyser. Although, no, it's 2x plus 8. This is not getting multiplied. It's not like a strength deck. He's dead though, so who cares? We didn't need block on that turn now that I think about it. He's doing 6 times 3 with 3 infected. Receive 1 damage for each stack of infected at the end of turn. Spreads infected to another spell when played. Very interesting. He is an elite, so it makes sense. 6 plus 8, yep, that's 14. Flawless victory. Yes, yes. What is this? Artifact Shard. Choose either an artifact or a shard. Turn 1, apply 5 weak to all enemies, or a shard to upgrade spells or gain slots. Dude, honestly, the weakness to all enemies is pretty good, but I think I'd like a shard to upgrade a spell. Deal 7 damage on 7. Roll a dice. It's freaking dicey dungeons, man. Deal damage, gain block on a 9. Even, grasp flow, gain 2 block, roll an odd dice. This is actually really good for the attack card that we have, Twisted Geyser. We can roll an odd dice and then just immediately use it. And this has 3 uses as well. So that seems like a very good little synergy. We can also have it give us 5 block, roll an odd dice for an even. Man, that's really good. That's really good. I think we just take that, but let's see what the other upgrades are. Do damage and apply weakness on 7 roll a dice. Also pretty decent. Deal 13 damage, gain 7 block. Things scale quickly in this game, it looks like. So we want these 2 there, and we're gonna upgrade this immediately with gain 5 block. Fantastic. Yeah, things upgrade quickly in this game. It's not like Slay the Spire where you get like 1 extra damage or 2 extra block, or Dicey Dungeons where maybe something gets +1 damage. We're more than doubling the effectiveness of equipment by upgrading it, so I think that's way better than any artifact. Choose one. We get 1 of each. What is this? Choose from a selection of gifts. Minus 20 gold heal, minus 50 gold for 8 max health. Gain an inscribe, minus 2 countdown cost to another spell this combat, cannot reduce cost below 1. Ooh. Disenchant, destroy a selected spell. Disenchant 2 spells for a golden bracelet, gain 150 gold. Gain Cloudburst Nectar, so it's another consumable. So if we get rid of a spell, and we have some that we don't care about, we can get countdown reduction equipment. And that's really powerful in Dicey Dungeons. I've used that before. I forget what it's called. But basically what we would do is, for 5, we can make Frozen Shield be 6. And then for another 5, we can make it be 4. For another 5, we can make it be 2. So a single 2 would activate the ability on this, but it would take a few turns to actually happen. We could just gain 150 gold. Can I look at this? I can. Minus 3 countdown, or 2 uses per turn. I mean, if we have countdown equipment, this is really good, but I really like the build that we have right now, so I think I'm just gonna remove 2 spells. And I'm gonna remove these 2, because I don't care about them. And then we gain a whole bunch of gold. Elite battle or shop? Dude, let's go to the shop. I mean, with 250 gold, I would assume that we have a lot of money, right? Nice. Autocast when attack spell played, deal 2 damage to a random target. So when we play another spell, it does damage. Or we can give it infinite uses, which is unnecessary. Deal 6 damage to... Autocast when defense spells played, deal 6 damage to a random target. We can still make that happen, because we have a defensive spell that we're playing every turn with Grasp Flow. Add 2 charges to a target spell. It's potion. That's potion. Turn 2, 4, 6, ... gain 1 hailstorm. Wolf Claw. First attack spell cast each turn deals +3 damage. So these are passive perks. Remove all negative, so that's a potion, potion. Prevents next time unblocked damage is received, smokescreen. 15 max health, every second one is re-rolled. Or rewrite reality. Reroll dice, gain 1 block. This also synergizes with Darkstar. Whenever we play a defensive spell, deal 6 damage to a random target. We can get some insane value from these, I think, and we have a ton of cash. So it's sell? We can sell spells? So We can probably dump contamination, because if we play this a whole bunch, we'll get a lot of poison out of it anyways, just slowly scaling. I think we do want Dark Star. I want to upgrade it, but I don't think we can. Wrathstone Wolf Claw. First attack spell each turn deals damage. That is pretty good. I think we're going to take Dark Star. I think, why is it, it's a purple piece of equipment. Maybe that's because it's passive. It's autocast. I think we will dump contamination for it. Back. I think we do like Rewrite Reality for more kind of combo play. And actually, because this is a reroll, we can use this with the Fluctuate, I think. Because we don't need to reroll dice if we have that to reroll dice and gain a benefit, you know what I mean? And then we have 122 gold. Why don't we get the first attack each turn dealing more damage? Alternatively, we can get Ice Fury, which can give us more damage every other turn, but this is more damage on specific turns, right? So we'll take that one. Check out our items again. I don't know why this is purple. We'll drop Fluctuate for Rewrite Reality. If we have a 5 or a 6, we're going to use it in either Frozen Shield or these, I guess. Dark Star is also autocast, which is really good. Roll dice, roll dice. I guess we do have a lot of re-rolling, so maybe the other equipment would have been nice, but I don't think it really matters. Like re-roll. Yeah, I like this. And then can we just sell these? For 10 gold? You know, I'd rather keep it, honestly. Let's continue. Go to the Sanctuary. Heal, heal, heal. Get Amalgamate. Merge dice. Gain 4 block. It's Slay the Spire. Or, turn 1, add 1 charge to a random spell 4 times. Ooh. But only on turn 1. Merge a dice, gain 8 block, deal X plus X damage to a random enemy. That is really fun. If you have a 5 and a 5, you would get a 6 and a 4. If you have a 6 and a 1, you would get a 6 and a 1. So this is every turn for free, you get to combine dice, but you also get 4 block every turn. And if we do this, we actually also get attack every turn for free. The only question is, what would we replace? We could replace Frozen Shield, and then we have a lot of block being given to us for free, basically, already. And we have a lot of block in these other spells as well. So I actually kind of like that idea. Let's disenchant, Fluctuate. So you don't want to just sell all of your spells. You want to keep some around so you can still do stuff with them. So we can merge dice, reroll dice, autocast, gain block, and do damage. I want more shards to upgrade stuff, but this is fine for now. Let's fight the boss. I hope our deck is good enough. The spells you can pick up over the course of a run are way stronger than what you start with. Holy crap. Deal 10 damage to stun this enemy. Deal 20 damage to stun this enemy. Delicate Grow Armor Fruit. Growing its fruit to use next turn. You're just doing 10 damage. That doesn't really bother me. For instance, with our 4s, we can meld them and gain 4 block, and we'll get a 6 and a 2. With the 6 and a 2, we can re-roll the 2, No. We want, I think, to reroll 1, 2, reroll the other 2. No. Okay, we know we want the 5 here. So let's stop the fruit. We did 2 damage to him. We know we want the 6 here because we can't do anything else with it. We get an odd dice. We're gonna re-roll the 2. We got a 5, so we can hit 5. We can hit 1. And we did 6 damage randomly distributed amongst them on this turn. We're taking no damage. And this guy was stunned. And hopefully we can just kill him and then he doesn't get any of his value. Debuffing random spell with broken. Spell cannot be cast until repaired by spending a dice. So it's silence. And he's marking us as well, will take more damage for 2 turns. So 2 mark and 2 weak. The mark is a percentage base for the number of turns. The weakness is just a flat damage reduction. Good to know. So we're not attacked this turn. We don't need to amalgamate. What we'll probably do instead is just do damage. So I will... Actually, yeah, we'll just hit you. And then I'll hit you. And then I will get an odd dice. High rolled it, so we'll do 10 damage. Apply 1 poison to you. He's been stunned. He's got a skull in him. What the heck? And now he's delicate for 30. What a poor roll. But that's okay, we can deal with this. He's doing 10 damage. We're gonna re-roll the 1. Here's the thing. A 6 and a 2 means we take no damage. There's no reason to amalgamate a 6 and a 2. But there's no reason not to, I guess. We get a 6 and a 2 back, we get for a block. Why not? The 6 gives us an odd dice. Let's re-roll the 2, and we're looking for like a 5. Honestly, that's fine, because we're just gonna hit with all of our odd dice now. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Imagine this, but being 7 damage with a block. That's incredible. Incredible! What is this? Apply 8 block to all other enemies and gain 4 power. I mean, the power would make him very annoying to deal with. Luckily, we don't have to worry about him. Dude, my dude's dead. He's already stunned, poor guy. He's already dead! That's an incredibly easy fight, but I think we've just got a good deck. Heal, money, a shard, an artifact, a boss artifact. For every 12 spells, roll a dice. Every other turn, roll an extra even dice. Every other turn, roll an extra odd dice. Or I think it's an extra dice. Here's the thing, we cast a lot of spells, and these are auto-cast. So we can get a free dice pretty much every other turn. The thing is, this gives us free dice every other turn already, which is very interesting. What would you rather have? I guess probably an extra dice on turn 1, if I had to guess. By the way, we can also just unlock more slots and then have more spells, but why would you not, again, when you play defense, get a whole bunch of free damage? Yeah, we'll do that. That's incredible. Every 12 spells get a dice. Every even turn you get an even dice. Every odd turn you get an odd dice. I mean, I guess we want a dice on turn 1. So let's get an odd dice every odd turn. I think it's an extra dice, not one of your dice is guaranteed to be odd. Scorched Desert, Region 2. I'm gonna keep playing because this is fun so far. Fun enough. Let's see where the deck goes. Let's see where the enemies go as well. Gain 3 thorns. Again, I don't know if that's temporary or permanent, but shouldn't be a big problem. We did get a free dice. That is how the mechanic works. Good to know. And every time, I mean, we can do 27 damage passively just by playing things like Amalgamate. It's fantastic. So you take your 5 and your 3. You hit a random enemy. You take your 6, you re-roll it into an odd dice. You take your 2. You take your 1. You get a 2. You re-roll a 2. You get a 3. You re-roll your 2. You get a 1. 10 damage, apply 1 poison. We have 18 block in this turn. We did a lot of damage. He's dead. We'll work on you next because you're gaining thorns. End our turn. We have a dice remaining, which is lovely. I mean, this is how we built the deck. We built the deck to use all of our dice every turn, basically. Now, I wonder if the auto attack will retaliate, so we should definitely block first. Okay, it hit you. I still want to know if that's how that works. So let's put a 6 in here. Still didn't work. Let's do it again. I still don't know if that's how it works. So you know what? Why don't we kill you? And then we'll just thorn you, because who cares? Does thorns go away? No, it sticks around forever. So your spells get really strong. They need to, because the enemies get really strong as well. That much is clear. So the auto cast did cost us a little bit there. Gotta be careful. So we will, we'll just gain more block. That'll kill him. Ow! If you've ever played Slay the Spire, this does make a lot of sense. Deals 7 damage, gain 1 foresight. It gets you another dice next turn. On odd, gain a barrier. On even, gain power. 1 block at the end of each turn, or damage every turn. Roll dice, receive 1 poison. It says lose health, not take damage, so I'm assuming that this cannot be blocked. Out of all of this, maybe Water Vortex, because it's scaling damage during a combat, but we want to kill enemies quickly, I think. Lowers the countdown or buffs the damage. Gain Concoction. The next spell does not cost any charges, or just make it way better. Requires a 5 or a 6, but you get 2 barrier, 2 power for a card. That's really nice. Roll dice, receive poison, or a 1 will roll dice and receive poison. Let's take that Water Vortex. We might not use it for now, but we can hold it. And let's move up to the left. Hit up that Sanctuary. The combat's fun, but I want to see what we get from that Sanctuary. Free things. Remove spells, get superpowers. Hello, Death. So weakness would be very good here. Tenacity. Block is not removed between rounds. Barricade. Gain block the next time receiving attack damage. Shade armor increased by 1 when triggered. Reset to 4 at the start of next turn. This really is Slay the Spire. We've got Barricade and we've got Growth. I forget the name of it. Weird Spaghetti Monster has this ability, as does Weird Triple Damage Plant. So you're basically Triple Damage Plant. You're probably gonna debuff me at some point. Anyways, we're taking 12 damage. We can easily get around that. Amalgamate first, keep the 5. I guess it doesn't matter. So he took damage, gained block, and now his shade armor increased. We are going to reroll a 1. Became a 4. That's probably good enough. We'll take the 6. We'll take the 4. Take the 4. I think we basically high rolled. We can do a lot of damage to the shade, but weirdly enough, I think it's probably better to work you down, because I can probably kill you next turn. He's gonna block a lot of the damage due to his shade armor. So yeah, let's go for him. Work him down. I might be able to kill him next turn. We're taking no damage. Trying to think about what I want to do with the deck. Amalgamate, maybe we want to replace this with something else later. He's gaining power, you're gaining silence. When spent in spell, apply mute to spell. What is mute? I don't know. That's okay, we'll figure it out later. My dude will die. Actually, he's dead to the poison, so there's no reason to attack him. We'd be way better off smacking you around. Okay. Still don't know what the mute is gonna do, but let's figure that out. We've been silenced. When spent in spell, cannot be played for X turns. Apply 2 mute to the spell. Cannot be removed or overridden. So if we spend the dice, we lose whatever we put it in for that many turns. So I'm really curious about something. What the heck is this? Next turn, all dice lose 1 value. Can we amalgamate here and get a silenced 4, or is it gonna be a real 4? Also, it only silenced it for 2 turns, but it is a silenced 4, which is very funny. My dude's dead anyways. But that's very interesting. That sucks. For 2 turns? It's pretty ridiculous. Gain power, receive poison. Reroll a dice. More uses. Chemical reaction. Remove poison. Apply weak for each poison removed. So this allows you to synergize with the poison deck by allowing you to poison yourself and then remove it. And this is just poison. Instead of a 10, you can make it on a 6, apply 5 poison, or just make it apply 7 poison. We don't need to apply poison. We're like a physical damage deck. It looks like we have to take something though. I guess we can skip. But we want to have equipment so we can sell it later. So I guess, because it's more rare, we'll take the more rare one. And let's go to the Sanctuary. I know I can upgrade a spell right now. No, I thought I had a shard. Guess I don't. Lose gold for health, or spawns a random treasure, artifact, potion, or gold. Must be used on the world map. Destroy a spell to get rupture, not rapture. Increase damage received on target for 1 turn. Apply 2 rupture. Increase rupture of the spell by 3 this combat. So you constantly reuse this, and you increase. It increases its own strength and also increases the strength of other attacks. Very interesting. Or we can get a Chaos Crystal. On enemy death, roll a dice. I don't see myself using this, so let's just get a free passive. I'll disenchant 2 spells I'm never using, which, I hate to say it, is probably Contamination and Frozen Shield right now. These are all great. I want to keep these. Well, actually, we're never going to use the poison stuff. So get rid of... Apply 2 weak... Oh, it removes poison on the enemy. Yeah, we're never going to use that. And honestly, we're probably never going to use this. Why would we want to apply weakness when it's a flat value reduction when we can just block instead? So dump those. We'll get a free passive. And I guess we could pay for health, but... Oh, so you can heal for free. I didn't realize that. Never mind. Toggle Bloodlust. Costs only 1 energy. What the hell's Bloodlust? Do more damage, receive more damage. For 2-turn cooldown. What? What do you mean costs energy? Do we have something called Bloodlust? Target attack spell gains +5 damage this combat. Increase energy by 1 at the start of each turn, must be at full energy to cast. I don't know. Instantly cast target spell using highest possible value for blank X effects. Target attack spell gains +5 damage this combat. I mean, that's really good. Do more damage, receive more damage. Let's go for the nail hammer. I've never seen these equipments in action. This will be my first time understanding those. Can you get shards from elites? If you can, we need to fight more. Devil Assassin, gain 1 malediction. Bonus attack that deals unmodifiable damage to the wizard, then double the stacks. What? Who's the wizard? Am I the wizard? Bonus attack that deals unmodifiable damage to the wizard, then doubles the stacks. So I think this guy's just gonna get stronger over time. So we gotta kill him. So give me... We need to play the defense spell here in order to play the autocast. We gotta hit this guy. What was this? First attack spell each turn does more damage. Thank you. Give me an odd dice. Then we need... Well, let's just hit you. We need another odd dice, or an even dice. That's the highest roll we can get. Give me an even or an odd. Highest roll we can get. We did 40 damage and 3 poison in 1 turn. That's pretty good. Malediction. So he's doing 1 damage, 13 damage, and then we're gonna lose value on dice next turn. Honestly, should not be a problem. We hit him. We get new dice. We get new dice. We already have enough block, only barely, but we can hit him. Hit him. Hit him. What is... Oh. It's a preview. He's gonna lose 5 health, and he's gonna gain 1 more malediction. So he's doing 1 and 13, because his base attack was 13, the malediction was 1. Now he's doing 2, plus his base damage of 14. We can put up 16 block pretty easily. We just need to get some rerolls happening. Give me an... Reroll a 1. Reroll a 1. That's pretty good rolls, because we can put a 4 and a 4 in here to get a 6 and a 2. Reroll the 6, reroll the 2. We now have enough block, and we can do a decent amount of damage. And so next turn he should have 7 malediction, is that correct? No, sorry, not 7 malediction, 4 malediction. So every turn he gets literally twice as strong. My dude could end up doing a lot of damage. If only he wasn't dead. Artifact or a shard. That's what I want. Oh, the freaking wobbly text. I hate it so much. Apply 5 poison, transfer all poison to the target. So this is how you would do it. You would be able to move your poison from yourself to enemies. Noxious Ritual again. Holds dice until next turn. At the end of turn, gain block. At the end of turn, gain block and delayed block. On turn 1, we could just put a dice in there and then get more dice on future turns. Look, out of all of these, this is the one that interests me the most. Turn 1, apply 4 poison or get a shard. Get a shard. And then the reroll can give us more block. The amalgamate can do more damage or give us more block. These have already been upgraded. We could just put another piece of equipment on the board. Two uses of this is not what we're looking for. Oh, I didn't even use the relic. Gain a concoction. The next spell does not cast any charge. On odd, gain barrier. On even, gain power. I like that you can use this maybe to give yourself more power over a long combat. Maybe we just want to put that out there, but then again, upgrading it would be nice too. I really wish I could actually put both upgrades on spells, but I guess we can't. Maybe we dump amalgamate? Because it only has 1 charge, right? So if we dump amalgamate and replace it with encase, then we'd be able to get free block every turn and then keep the dice. But honestly, merging the dice, getting an even for grasp flow's pretty good. I don't know, what the heck do I do here? I guess let's get more block, right? So you can upgrade your relic? Maybe. Let's another reroll or gain more block. Let's gain more block. We're having no problems getting the evens and the odds. There you go. Upgrade that. And then let's go fight another elite. Why not? Seems good to me. Get another shard, upgrade our spells even more. Maybe get another spell slot. Imp power. On death, transfer power to a random enemy. So ideally, apply broken, spells cast, spells cannot be cast until repairing with the dice. Ideally, we'll kill him, then the imp. Alternatively, if we kill the imp first, we would only get like a small of... If we kill him on this turn, we can maybe kill him. Let's see what we get, because we have to play our defense first anyways. Oh, we can totally kill him. Maybe. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I can get him down to 1 HP. Unless we roll a 3 or a 5. Sounds good to me. We have 22 block on turn 1, killed an enemy. My dude is going to break me. Apply broken to the next 2 spells cast. They cannot be cast again until repairing by spending a dice. So, he is gaining power as well. Let's break amalgamate. Dark Star got broken. We can fix it. In fact, we probably should fix it. We'll just play this, because then Dark Star will work. We'll play this, because then Dark Star will work. Good rolls. We'll just attack. And we will attack. So we can only use this on turn 3 of combat. So the other option that we had to take for relics, we could have played it on turn 1, which maybe means we can kill an enemy a little bit faster. So that's probably what we should have done there. But He's dead. Because a lot of enemies don't attack on turn 1, they buff, so we can buff our own damage on that turn. Deals damage, reroll lowest dice. What does that mean? Oh, it rerolls your lowest dice. Deals X plus 3 damage. That's actually just pretty good, but it does cost a dice to use. Ice Blast. Applying 2 weak, I guess it's not the same as block because it does flat reduce the attack damage of the enemy. So multi-hitting enemies are affected by this more. On 7, roll a dice means it only costs 1 dice to use. And another noxious ritual. Roll dice, receive poison. Honestly, like, I just don't care. Let's see what happens when we reroll. Gain rain. At the start of your turn, reduce all countdown spells by 3 and remove a stack. That's pretty cool. Ah, but then it cannot be cast for a few more turns. So this is countdown equipment. Foresight allows you to get more dice in the future. Focused Rain, transfer all poison to target, apply poison. Focused Toxin. Oh, we can only reroll once, and we can't go back anymore. We have to pick something. I don't really care about any of these, though. This is rare, so we'll take it. There you go. That's my motto. And I'm definitely gonna fight. We have a lot of money for the shop, but why don't we just get a shard and then upgrade something? This guy's purple. Illusionary. Spawns illusions. Illusions health is reduced to 1 on first hit and dies when the leader dies. He's also going to ignite me. No, a spell is going to be ignited, which will cause it to hurt me if I use it. Well, we'll figure it out. Even's got to get re-rolled. Get an odd. It's a bad odd. Even's got to get re-rolled. What is this rolling? That was just terrible. We did a lot of damage, thankfully, but that was just terrible rolling. Ignite. Receive 2 damage whenever spell is cast for 1 turn. That's not that bad. You have an illusion. Spawns illusions of itself every round. All right, I'm back. Where were we? We were... Reduces health? Illusion's health is reduced to 1 on the first hit and dies when the leader dies. So I think, do we have to hit it twice in order to stop the daze? Is that the mechanic here? Because if we have to hit it twice, it's actually not that bad. That's pretty easy, and in fact, Darkstar might just hit it passively. So we'll start with the rerolls. Even though this will cost us damage, we still get 1 block net. Well, I guess reroll the 1. A 6 is fine. We'll get more block. We only... You are the ghost. Okay. In that case, let us even the grasp flow. It did kill the copy. Then let us re-roll. Well, let's grasp flow a 2, get another Darkstar out there. 5 is high damage. We can try to roll for a 5, I suppose. Got a 4, that's fine. And we still put up 18 block and killed one of the enemies when he blocked 2 of our hits. I think I could have done another geyser, that's my bad. Okay, so now there's 2 ghosts. They're doing 24 damage. We can put up 24 block, but we don't have to. We could just kill one of them, which will probably happen passively just because we're going to have the passive damage from Darkstar. So you're the real one, you're the copy. Honestly, if you're the copy, dump a 1, and then you're already dead to poison. I hate to say it, but we're probably... Darkstar would probably hit... Why is it 4 damage? Oh, because I got hit by the damage reduction. Darkstar will probably get wasted on him, but if it does, you know, whatever. We can't control it. Gain block. Hit him. Gain block. Hit him. But he was, I think, dead anyways due to the poison. At least I think he was poisoned. It could have been that he was not actually poisoned, it just looked like he was poisoned, so maybe it's good not to even think about it. Not to even, like, assume, I suppose. Block for 12, we're ignited. We are gonna cast it. It is still 3 block every time we cast it. And we need to re-roll some dice. You're doing 16 damage, you're dazing me for 2 turns. A little annoying, but we can still work around it. Let's get a 6 and a 1. Reroll the 1. Grasp the 6. Grasp the 6. You're at 1. Again, you are theoretically poisoned, but we're gonna kill your boss anyways. Thank you for the free dice. Die. Sorry! Gain 10 block, oh, the wiggling. Engulf, do 9 damage, gain 3 block. Deal 9 damage, gain 7 block is pretty good, but it does cost 2 dice. To die. It does cost some dice. Gain toxic skin on even +1 charge on odd reroll a dice. What is this? Retaliate with poison. So you can put 1s in here to reroll dice. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to think that the other option, by the way, 12 spells is a dice, might have been better for this, but on odd, reroll a dice. I kind of like it, because, oh no, 1s can't go into it. It is good for multi-hitting enemies. They can get a lot of poison, I guess. Engulf, Noxious Ritual, roll dice. Receive poison. I guess I'm probably not going to use it, so I'm just going to take whatever I can get. Poison applied to enemies is increased by 1. That's really good, but wouldn't we still prefer a shard? Amalgamate can give us more block, or we can unlock a spell slot, and then for extra dice, we can, you know, use something like Water Vortex. Gain barrier, gain power, and start scaling during these long combats. Sometimes we do have dice left over. And then we can even, you know, upgrade this. Next spell does not cost any charges. So I guess you can concoct this infinitely and put all of your dice into it, I'm realizing. That's pretty interesting. And I still wonder if power scales with do 2x damage. I don't think it does. I think it's probably 2x plus, but it'll scale with Darkstar, it'll scale with Geyser. Yeah, let me take another shard. Because we're not really going poison damage, you know? We should use this. Go to the map. Use. Cannot be used while picking reward. All right, skip. Back. Use. Apply weak to all enemies. Sure, why not? Sanctuary. Choose from a selection of gifts. Might as well go here before we do anything. Each turn, apply Portent to a random spell. Portent must be played on the first spell. Gain 1 power. So every turn, we can gain 1 power. Inserted shards are released from disenchanted spells. That's, oh, so you get a refund on shards. Very cool. Mana Symmetry. Duplicate dice. Duplicate dice twice. Duplicate dice. So this gives you, does it give you 3? If you put 1, right now you get 2 dice out of it. Does this give you 3 total or 4 total? Like this gets double played? I don't know, but that's really cool because it's a good dice dump for anything that is infinitely reusable, such as infinitely reusable water vortex with concoction. The next spell does not cast any charges, right? Or we can get a free power every turn, but this is still very tempting. I'm gonna grab that, because that's really cool. And we'll dump the focus toxin. We're not using that at all. Right, I wish I could continue to take options, but you can't. With our shard, we are going to give ourselves a spell slot, I think, at this point. And in that spell slot, we will play probably Water Vortex. You know, as just a dump of extra dice, I like it. Theoretically, you know, we will have, every other turn we'll get 1 extra dice we can just dump in this. Yeah, that seems okay. Just trying to think if there's another option, like something else I would rather have. Encase is also pretty good because it is just free block, I suppose. But this is also free block, we just scale. Gain 1 toxic skin. Hold dice until next turn, end of turn, gain block. Yeah, I think this is fine. Boss battle, let's do it. He doesn't even have a head. Oh, there's his head. 1000 HP. Applying 2 power on another random enemy. On applied attack, apply pox. On reaching 3 pox, deal 10 damage and remove 3 pox. So we'll get 2 stacks immediately. Summoned units instantly die if there is no leader in combat. On Hydra head health, lose 200 health and spawn 2 randomly colored heads. So Hydra, I get it. But then also, this reminds me of the final boss in Darkest Dungeon 2, actually. And we can theoretically put up a lot of barrier, which is permanent scaling as is power, with extra dice. Let's begin with a 2 power to another. And when we kill the head, then it'll lose the power. Right, and it's the green head, which is the pox head. I'm understanding. We're going to put in a... Let's put in a 5 and... Now let's re-roll the 2 immediately. Let's see what we get. We got a 1. Let's re-roll the 1. We got a 5. So now we have double 5 on Twisted Geyser. Let's 5 and a 3 for Amalgamate. We'll have a 6 and a 2. The 6 we can re-roll. Got a 3. We can do 10. We can do 10. And then with the last remaining dice, we can do damage or gain stats. We can gain 1 power and 1 barrier. Let's do that. Let's scale ourselves. Good. So we get 1 block every turn and we have 1 more attack power every turn. Also, I'm realizing, on applied attack, I guess what this means is when you take health damage, because we blocked all of the damage and we have no pox power. So he's just gonna keep buffing the head with power, that's fine. Okay, 6 and a 3, easy option. 6 gets re-rolled. Give it 3, let's re-roll the 1. We're currently taking no damage, so we can probably re-roll a 3. Into a 6, re-roll the 6, into a 1, cast a 3, cast a 3, We're gonna kill this next turn, so why don't we gain more barrier? On upgrade, this is gonna be a lot better, but we also need more dice, which is why I'm thinking that other piece of spell equipment that dupes dice would be very nice for this. We'd have a lot faster scaling. 1. And let's do the 5-4. I hate losing the 5, but that way we can get a 6 and then reroll the 6 immediately. 3. Reroll the well, 2 in. Reroll the 1. Okay, that's not great, but I'll take it. Oh lord. Regardless, you're dead. You're gonna take 200 damage. Oh, it wasn't next turn, it was now you summoned a head. Red head and green head. I don't know what the red head does, but I suppose we'll hit it, and then with the 1s, that's pretty low value. We'll just barrier. Apply a little poison. $13 damage and then 12 damage. 25 damage turn is pretty beefy. We need to scale faster. Maybe we should have dumped a lot more into Water Vortex on the easier enemy, because now every head will dupe a head. Next turn is gonna be, or next head kill is gonna be 3 heads. We gotta start dealing with these heads. Okay, 5, I'm just gonna play that. Play the 2. Reroll the 1. We got a 5 out of it. And I'm just gonna gain barrier. I think we gotta go a little slower. We should have played the spell. We're gonna play that next turn. We took 1 damage, we got 1 pox. We got an extra dice. Okay, we're gonna use this. We're gonna buff Darkstar because it already does a lot of damage. I gotta... Oh, it's +4 because of our thing, right? So yeah, buff Darkstar. It's got the same number of charges as this. That's why I think it doesn't matter. Give me a reroll of the 1. 4 and a 3 are fine here. 6 gets rerolled. Have 1 more charge of that. Let's reroll the 1. Fantastic. Wonderful. Okay. So you're now dead. I will probably work down the other head. And then Water Vortex for 1. It's very slow, but it's already 6 block for free every turn. That's not bad. Now we have 2 more heads to deal with. We still have to kill probably 2 or 3 more heads before we kill the boss. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with, sure. Just don't roll a 6. That's the only thing that's bad here. 30, 40! Oh my god, it's freaking 39 damage incoming. Good lord. And it's only getting worse, and I don't know if we can... Oh, it buffs it for the whole combat. Yeah, we should have gone slower, weirdly enough. Okay, I did not screw myself. Slower would have been better, because going slower means we could have put up a lot more buffs before we actually fought this guy. We're gonna have to at some point use our potions and stuff, but that's fine. Nine block to another random enemy. This is a pretty light turn, so if we can Water Vortex, we should. This might also just kill someone, but that's fine. 6 needs an even value? Yeah, I mean, I'm rolling a 6, my dude. So we need to do, if we can do 100, if we can lower the health of all of the heads so we can kill them all in like one turn, that would be perfect. So let's work down these heads. We have enough block. So we're gonna keep scaling our barrier. They're gonna get stronger, of course, but we can kill them in one turn if we have to, which will stop their attack. And we have potions too. In fact, volatile concoction seems really good if we had more spells. Let's buff Darkstar because we literally use it every turn. 20 damage to a random enemy 3 times per turn, and it even scales. That's so good. Reroll the 1, 6 and a 3. Reblock, reroll a 6. Oh, we get dice as well when we kill an enemy. Very interesting. You're only doing 28 damage. We can easily get that much block. And also, I'm realizing 3 heads maximum. Very good to know. Reroll the 1. Just don't roll a 6. We've never had it roll something that was unplayable. So you're doing 28 damage. We already have 28 block. So we're gonna work on another head. Should have played it a little bit differently. We could have done more damage, but this is acceptable. 9, we're gonna gain 9 block. We're gonna take 28 damage. We're gonna go down to 3 armor. They're losing a little bit of health due to the poison. It's not a poison deck, it's a physical damage deck. Okay. Blue head is blockhead. Blue head is the one that we always want to see. So you're doing 20 damage. That's actually not that much. I think I was a little bit panicky early. It's like, what are we gonna do, man? Don't worry about it. You're fine. All right, 6. We got another 5, 2. Yeah, 2. Put a 5 in here. 28. We already have enough block, so we'll just smack some heads around. I don't really want to kill a head, but I suppose there's no reason not to. Because we'll just kill the other head next turn. What happens to that dice? Do I lose it? No, I get it. That's really nice. It's convenient, good for the player. This guy has 10 power. But the red heads, they don't hit multiple times, only the green ones do. Blue head looks like he does attack. But they're all dead. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Thank you for the free dice. We took a little damage, but we heal automatically. And that's the end of the demo. That's we had a really powerful deck that we constructed there. The full game is going to have 3 dice slingers, a water, a earth, and a fire themed characters, each with unique playstyles and spells. Defeat 50 plus different enemies across 3 acts. I mean, I hope so. Achievements, mutating difficulty. I don't know what that means. Openly developed with the community, which could be a bad thing, depending on what the community suggests. But that was a fun run. Unlocked void challenges. The ever-changing void is transformed into something even more deadly. You can now add void mutators to future runs. I don't know what... Oh, that's the first level of Ascension, basically. We unlocked a different loadout, so starting equipment. Gain block, flip a dice, gain block. We've seen that stuff before. New spells can be unlocked in the Book of Evocation. I don't know what that means. It doesn't matter. Just go back to the main menu. Take a print screen. Go back to the main menu. There you go. So there is, I gotta alt tab. What is the name of this game? Spellrogue. It was a very fun, not in the demo. It was a very fun experience, but the game really does need a lot of polish. It's theoretically going to be released in 2024. There needs to be a lot more descriptions of what's happening to the player, a lot more style. You know, I just played Astrea, and what I liked about Astrea was that every element in the game had a lovely little tutorial describing what was happening. The shopkeeper had a personality. You know, in this game, I go to the shop and it's just a screen of things to buy. They've definitely been working on the mechanics of the game and not some of the missing pieces of the style. I mean, the game has a certain style and aesthetic to it, obviously, but the way that the interactions with the player, I think, could use a little bit of work. Things like merchants, explanations, tutorials, better UI. But I like the game and the mechanics so far. I like games like this, I think. It's up my alley. But yeah, there's certainly a lot missing from the experience. But again, it's an early access, so hopefully that stuff will be added and worked on in the future. Otherwise, an excellent demo. Thank you very much for having a demo, because more games need demos, let's be honest. And there you go. That is Spellrogue. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch if you want to go live. Support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and there will be a link to Spellrogue on Steam in the description as well. And I hope to see you here again for the next Let's Look At.